my god, I just wanted to play Mario Kart 8 so bad. Where is Splatoon 3? Yeah, it's been a while. And frankly, I think it's only here at all because I, was just, like, updating it. I think the last time I played this must have been, yeah, the Pokemon Splatfest that I did. And, I remember being very cranky about that. Number one, not only because we fucking lost to the worst team there is, but it wasn't the Tricolor Splatfest. They found a way to make the FOMO bullshit, the FOMO play this game every day or you lose out forever, by making it so that there's two different versions of the Splatfest. But I think we're already in the second half now, so we should be good to go and actually experiencing the one new gameplay mode in Splatoon 3 that actually exists. This game came out like half a year ago, and I have never been able to touch it until now. But we'll try it. Shiver and Fry and, of course, Big Man are looking splendid. We'll see what they're up to. Listen up! It's going down! Repping the Splatlands, we are Deep Cut. Anarchy Splatfest, we're live. Here we go. You lip sync, we drip ink. Shiver, Fry, and Big Man. The Splatfest is back. This one's theme is, which one of these is real? Join in the fun by choosing a team with the pledge box on the street. Great splatting so far, everyone. Let's check out the halftime report. Go, Shiver, hit us with the results. It's the moment of truth, but still anyone's game. The team currently in first is... Oh, I'm too nervous. Oh! How are we not in first? Oh, I feel bad, but I don't want to. Team Shiver's ready to win. Not so fast. Team Fry, get ready to make a big push. The Tricolor battle's up next. Don't give up, Team Big Man. It's not over yet. Is that motivating? How are they doing this if they're performing right now? Oh yeah, update shit. Oh yeah, the fresh season stuff. God, this sucks. Something about the way, like, content is, like, doled out in this game really rubs me the wrong way. Oh, but we do have several new maps that I haven't tried out. And by several new, I mean one new map and one from Splatoon 2. That's cool, though. It's nice to have that. And, you know, Salmon Run. Excuse me? Five Nights at Freddy's? What is that horrifying thing? I think it's kind of cool. Apparently a new type of king salmonid has been sighted. The picture we have isn't the highest quality. I can't quite make it out. I have a feeling there may be some real-life sightings, so watch out. Yeah. It'd be cool if I can play that, but of course I can't, because it's over forever and it's never coming back! That's the spirit, Fry. Let's all hit the ground running at the start of the season. As long as you're all running from me. Let's go. Good news and bad news? Oh, the train still. Uh-oh. 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 No. The eShop. I didn't buy the DLC. I can... Man, fuck off the... Off the Hook, is that what they're called? No, Off the Hook is the second one. These guys are Deep Cut. I did not buy the DLC! The expansion pass! I mean, I know I'm going to be playing, like, the single-player stuff. I've got nothing against that, but I mean, if I'm in front of the multiplayer mode of Splatoon 3, then, yeah, I'll cop this. Who's asking? I'll just, real quick, just, turn this off while I enter my payment information, because it does not let you save it. So, we'll just, give me a moment and I'll get this going. Although, I don't know if I'll actually get the chance to engage with it tonight, because, I think on Nintendo Switch, whenever you're using an online application, like if you're playing online, right, then it pauses any active downloads, so I think I would just have to, like, leave my Switch be for a little while, like, just not doing any online activity, and that sounds like it sucks. I don't want to make you guys do that, so, but I want to see the Squid Sisters perform. I heard that they had like a new song and everything, and I didn't even listen to it on purpose so that I might hear it in game. But hey, we'll see the file size on this. We'll see if it's like appropriate. We'll say. Mario, what are you doing here? Is it because of March 10th? You missed it, but there was Mario and he was here. He was running along the line along. Yeah, there's like a Mario like background you can see. Yeah, I guess it's still just March 10th themed. There he is again! On April 1st. Yeah, happy Mario Day. This goes for a whole month. Dear God. Yeah, don't mind me. I just like to look at this for the sake of looking at it. Long hair and no shirt? What will they think of next? Yeah. You know I got that shit ready to go with the, not the expansion pass. What is it called? The Nintendo Switch Online game vouchers, I believe. But, yeah, let's take a look at the, how do you view the file size of just, like, the pass alone? It looks like it might already not be downloading, because I'm, like, in the hub, and I guess that, like, counts as online. Cat Mario, what are you doing here? I should be able to navigate back to this, and then it'll say what's going on here. What do you mean? Required space TBD? What the fuck does that mean? Alright, well, it's not downloading, so we'll just get back in this. We'll just play some Splatoon, whatever. There will be other Splatfests. Or will there be? Oh my god. I'm not welcome? I'm definitely like an outsider in the Splatlands. I show up in the hub in Splatoon 3, and they're instantly like, oh, this guy's from Megapolis. Fuck this guy. Is it because it's an expansion pass, so there may be more content? I mean, that makes the most sense to me. But, I don't know. What is it that I'm downloading right now? Because I could swear that there would be like a way to preview it just by hitting plus on the home icon, but I guess not. If it's not going to download either way, it doesn't really matter. The ETA. Yeah, dude. These guys rule. Dude, and that like transitioned into the hub music like splendidly. Oh god, this. What do you mean my catalog level 28? This is too much. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Like, this is some mobile game shit. What? I don't care, man! Splatoon 1 music? The shops are better stocked. Oh. I guess that's a good idea. Team Nessie. Oh yeah, by the way, this is what we'll do right off the bat. During the Pokemon Splatfest, man, I really agonized over that choice. Here, I don't even have to blink. I'm Team Nessie all the way. Fuck aliens. Fuck Bigfoot. It's downloading a single flag to enable content that's probably already on the device. I don't know. Stuff like that gets data mined all the time when they do that. So, I don't know. This team is smarter than that. It would make sense to me if they just, like, deliberately did not do that. Hugging the Nessie. Oh, this is awesome. Man, everyone's having a great time. The atmosphere here really is, like... I mean, Splatfests have always been a great time, but this feels different. Overstimulated from noise and aged from turf war. Just pretend you're enjoying Splatfest. The squid PTSD? I kiss alien men! I'll give this one a like. Though I presently can't think of any Meow Meows that classify as that. Unless you count Ravenbeak. Yeah! Like of Metroid. Like of the Space Pirates. Shit! Hey! Once we get into the... Is this from fucking a Goofy movie? But that's something that happened, during the time that I haven't been streaming, is, they announced that Metroid Prime remake, and I just played that whole thing on my own time. And I had a great time with it, and I'd love to share my thoughts about it. Once we're done exploring the hub. I want to see what people have to say here. They'd likely release the actual data on release, but it makes sense to include the actual data in regular updates. Makes the most rollout sense and no risk of mining. Oh, from Manjola. Bigfoot is easily the worst option. I mean, hey! Unless you're that one guy in the audience. With the guy with the Meavers post. I don't know. You know what I mean. I'm a Nessie fan. Bro, I'm more than a Nessie. I'm a Nessie ally, dude. I've seen him. That's all you see up here? Oh, I love how the music gets muffled when you're up here. That's really cool. It's like projectors. That's cool. Oh, bro, get off the wall. What are you doing here, man? I'll say it. Fuck the Bigfoot from a Goofy movie. Gippy, I love the color green. Oh my god! Probably would have been a good time to play a few matches before exploring the hub. I didn't realize. I thought it switches on odd hours, not even. But I guess daylight savings time happened recently, so it would be the opposite now. It's only on even and not odd. Right? How do you check the schedule? 0 stages? Yeah. Now, next. Okay, it's every 2 hours on even numbered hours. Oh, wait, this might suck. I was interested in playing a new stage. This is the same bullshit they've had from day one. I don't want to play this, dude. Or Macomart. Cool. Oh, but look, so these are available for like 12-hour stretches. So that doesn't change. Okay. Is ranked just gone? Wow! What a slap in the face that I can't play any of the new stages! This is beautiful. No, you can go. You can go. I mean, this is the recon guy, so maybe that'll be like my next best resort. But for now, I'm gonna take some advice and I'm gonna check out the shops, and I'm definitely gonna get talked to a lot because I haven't played this game in too long. I feel like I was talking about this the other day when the Splatfest first started. Not on stream, but with this game, I feel like I'm like kind of occupying the worst case scenario with Splatoon 3, where there's all these like daily incentives to log in, and you lose out when you break the streak. And you know that there are many other things already in my life that give me a ton of anxiety in that manner. Like all that Apple Watch gamified exercise stuff I try to keep up with. And then if you break the streak, like, oh, you're so fucked. Now I have to wait until 2024. Which, by the way, did happen. On like January 1st, I broke the streak. It's like, oh, my whole year's ruined. I guess I'm just not working out until 2024. The Meavers box? So, like, stuff like that. Stuff like Mario Run. It really feels terrible. Like, it really has, like, a spell over me, and I hate that it does, but also, I can't argue with the facts. I am, like, tangibly losing out on shit. And Splatoon 3 has, like, so much of it. But it's still not enough to even make me play the game. So not only am I not playing it, but I feel bad about not playing it. But for what? For no benefit. Yeah, dude. This is the coziest place. All the different stands. All the steam. Oh! Drinking? Eating. Well, absorbing, we'll say. We don't know what that mouth is doing. Squid lips? Yeah, these guys have a lot of personality. With that, though, we've gone a lap or two around the hub. I think we're ready to check out those tricolor Splatfests. Yes, there's recon. I imagine there will be time to take a break. Oh, wait, I didn't check out the rest of the shops. I remembered that you can press the L and R buttons to toggle through them. Squid Jam. Oh my, there's feet fucking everywhere, man. This is cool art. What were they thinking? Yeah, like this. Anything good? Man, I guess. Oh, I already own those, of course, because there's only like 2 good shoes in the whole fucking game. Be sure to check out the new catalog. And then there's like no new items. Yeah, I still really have not found any like headgear that like clicks with me. Oh, I'm getting no. Oh man. We're gonna be here for a while. Anyways, point being, that's why I never use streak stuff. Easier said than done. It'd be nice simply to choose not to engage with it, but unfortunately I am so manipulable and malleable. I love to fall for things. I love being duped. And tricked. And bamboozled. And I love having platinum coins to spend on Nintendo Switch Online profile pictures. You know what though? Something about this is like freeing. Looking at all this shit that I do not care about. Because yeah, these systems exist, and a version of it that works would stress me out into getting stuff that I guess that I want, that is existed for a limited time, right? This is all the same shit that was at launch. They're doing these seasons of huge waves of content, they say. They really pump these up to be these big, you know, there's a reason they're not like a small drip feed. It's this big, just like deluge of content. Man, where is it? The weapons is the only thing, and then this is like, I don't know, none of this looks new to me. None of this, the one thing that caught my interest, I clicked and it's like, oh, you already own this from day one. I'm getting out of here. One day I'll find something cute, but it's just not meant to be right now. It's just not. The human condition. But now I know. Now I've ticked it off of the list. Let's get in there. Let us wait no longer. Oh yeah, dude. I forgot that the hub runs at 30, but it's great. See, I remember you. I haven't played Splatoon 2 in months, but I remember you. You look like you have something to tell me, but you don't, and that bubble never goes away. Even if you're looking, oh, they patched it. The bubble actually goes away when you look away. It used to like pin to the side of your screen. Wait, maybe Splatoon updates are good. Get stuff? Oh yeah, I've been getting a couple of these. This doesn't require opening the game. Still don't really have very many cool splash tags though. I don't know how you get these. That could be cool. I guess that's about it. What's going on in Lockerland? Exclamation mark here as well, for me? You're looking fresher than ever, and that means a bigger locker. You can display more decorations now, and you can even change the way your locker looks. Have I never engaged with this before? I guess in level 15 I just never followed through on the reward for it. Oh. Oh, wow, yeah, look at all that extra height. I did recently see, and by recently I mean months and months ago, but there's a trick you can do with these lockers where like if you rotate an item, right, like you grab it, and then you can do something like this. Yeah. See how there's like turning like this? If you let go like immediately after doing that, oh man, it's not gonna let me do shit now. I want to explain this. I really hope they didn't patch this, but if you let go during that turning animation, then what's supposed to happen is you'll get your thing, but at a 45-degree angle. And I think that's pretty cool. Also, I remember that you can click and hold to drag things around, so that's gonna come in very handy for all this junk here. I can move my famous Griffin doolies way up, and I can spin this guy to my heart's content. Unless I can't play, oh, because the whiskers are in the way. Oh yeah, the whiskers are gonna make this impossible. Cause I like the idea of what we've got here, where there's like, you know, a thing of cereal. But you can't see the front of it. I'm trying to hit the let go thing like during the animation. It doesn't, they might have patched it. It seems like it only kicks in once that animation is done. That's a shame. They should have left that in. Can I just like, can I close without saving? Can I do that? Oh! It's okay. My locker is slightly worse, who cares? If there's more to be done with that space, I'll do it on my own time. It's fine. I just wanted to test out a little theory. Let's see, what else is... I did hear that they finally opened up a multiplayer online table turf battle, which is still a mode that I've never tried in my life, but that's good to know. This is hilarious, though. Just like the fact that I'm so used to only ever playing Splatoon at like 20 FPS on my old capture setup. This is a game that loves when you play it at 60 FPS, and it's so night and day to me. Like, it feels like I'm playing it at 120 hertz. Like, it's such a leap for me. But I know I'm not, because I know that the screen that I'm using is still 60. And I know what it looks like because the built-in monitor on the current Mac that I have now is 120 hertz, which also looks cool. Pro? Oh, I'm no pro. But wait a second. Oh, you have to opt in to do a tricolor. That's interesting. I guess if you're not a fan of tricolor, you have options is the idea. But man, oh man, I can't believe how much suffering I let happen of playing games with the screen tearing and the awful frame rate. And it's over. It's finally over. I'm in a new gamer era. It's crazy. I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm a Nessie fan. Oh, look at this green. This is some serious sludge. I don't think Nessie would like this green. Like, I mean, I don't know. This is purple. When I think of Nessie, I think of purple. That shit is not green. That shit's a Yoshi, dude. Yeah, and then you gotta like... I mean, I can't do it anymore because I'm waiting for a match, but there's like daily rewards that come out of this thing. Like, it's around every corner. Hello? Is anybody loving the Loch Ness Monster on this lonely evening? Has this been here? Is this like a physics object? It should be. Oh, we're just in. Alone? It doesn't show you who you're going to be paired with? I guess it was... That's what normal Splatfest searching looks like. I wouldn't know. Oh, but, well, here we go. This is gonna be weird. I have no experience with this. Okay, yeah, so Loch Ness, Team Nessie is the winning team. So what does that say? Oh, it's weird to see this place at night. The light's just slightly dimmed. Hey! Wait a second. Oh, is this the new Squid Sisters music? This is Callie and Marie. What's the Ultra Signal? Is this a Splatfest thing, or is it someone's like new special ability? Oh, Squid Sisters, I missed you so much. What is the Ultra Signal? I guess I'll get it, right? I don't know what it does. Why do I want it? Well, I'll help my teammates use it for me on my behalf. I'll like cover them because they know what they're doing. So is it a turf war, or is this kind of like a ranked dealio where we're covering ground like isn't the objective? Oh god. Terrible time to be jumping back in too, because I feel like I'm the only one that has these hang-ups when it comes to Splatoon 3. Everyone's got like months of experience on me. Man, I don't know much about ultra signals, but I think our percentage is looking pretty good. Yeah, I think it's still like normal turf war. I think that's just like an extra gimmick thrown in, but it's not like the point. Yeah, dude. Yeah, once you're in a server where people have like characters in their name that denotes they're like part of like a team or like a league or a clan or whatever, that spells trouble. I think we kind of got this. Is that any good? I wasn't keeping an eye on the percentage for the last few seconds there. This looks pretty inspiring. I feel inspired. But wait a second. Where's the third kitty to represent the third team? Oh, what in the world? These emotes are so out of hand. Neat. So that seemed like a Nessie versus Nessie situation. So that spawned us on a team of 4. However, I don't think that's like usually what you expect from that situation. Because Nessie's in the lead. So if we do actually show up against other teams, I think that means it makes us the team with like less. Like it puts us in the wrong, I guess we'll find out. But I know there's something to account for, like if you're in the lead, then it does something to like give you a disadvantage for like the second half. But yeah, now that we're in the cycle of this, I guess I can talk about some of the stuff that I've been up to. Which I already did a little bit with Mario Kart, but I didn't cover anything. And I think, yeah, that Metroid Prime is a good place to start. So, in retrospect, I do kind of wish I gave that Metroid Prime Remastered kind of the same treatment I did when they did that Xenoblade Definitive Edition, which is to say, right, so I already did a full playthrough of the original game. I'm not going to do another full playthrough here, but let's like do like one stream of like the first hour or so and just like see how the differences are, because man, I could not believe what I was playing, especially for that first hour. Just blown away by what Retro Studios has achieved on this hardware. Like it is like one of the best looking games on Switch right now. Like they just did that like it was nothing. And yeah, I feel like I've just developed such a newfound appreciation for Metroid Prime that I might not have had before. And maybe this is just what comes with the territory of playing any Metroid game for like the second time, you know, remake or not, right? Where you just have a little bit more of a handle on the way the world is organized. You're like, oh, I remember this. I'm gonna go here, right? And you remember like the puzzles, and so there's less like getting stuck. Which definitely defined some of my early experiences with Metroid Prime. You know, looking up walkthroughs, I remember getting really lost in Finjon and Drift, and I come back here and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember how this works. And then I did it. A lot less friction on this playthrough for sure. Yeah, I enjoyed the hell out of myself playing that game. maybe I don't want to say this, but it feels like the right thing to say, is that it's putting me very much in the mood to finally get around to that goddamn Metroid Prime 2. I definitely need to like watch a long play to figure out, you know, where I've been and where I'm going in the game. There's no way I can just like jump back into that blind like months after the fact. But I'm in a state right now of loving Metroid Prime more than I ever have before, and perhaps through new eyes I'll be able to appreciate Metroid Prime 2. Because remember when I was in the midst of playing that, it kind of wasn't clicking with me the same way that 1 was, but maybe with a little more of an open mind and an open heart. Me and Metroid Prime 2 can get to where me and them are supposed to be, which is to say in love. On another note, Griffin, hear me out, Keaton ASMR Radio. Oh, wouldn't you like to know? Should I talk about this? I guess I've already talked about like adjacent things. Actually, during Metroid, yeah. I was talking about Metroid Dread, that is. That I was like working on like some like a side link animation for my other Patreon. That was gonna be like a full thing that I poured a lot into. And so in February, you recently saw that I posted some of that, where I finished up. Bro, I cannot catch my sneeze and have 2 hands on the controller at the same time. I'm not a squid! I finished up one of the shots that I had worked out from that, and I think the experience of doing that made me realize that there's no fucking way. Oh, I'm so allergic to losing! Yeah, it gave me the experience to realize that there's no way that whatever I was planning to do with that shit, like, I'm not finishing it, right? So I think where I am with that now is just dropping it. But the idea of doing a long-term animation for my other Patreon is, to say the least, still a good idea. Just probably not something as insane as Sidon's character design. If you can believe it, Fire Emblem characters are actually simpler. And I have, since November, been working on a thing that is like what I was going to be doing with the Sidon and Link thing, but just Keaton and Corn. And unfortunately, they are clothed for so much of it, and it was such a bad decision, but I am getting, like, really good at, like, I am, like, improving my speed and how efficient I am at, like, figuring out the details. So it's good practice, I guess, but, point being, how this relates to Keaton ASMR Radio is, I hired voice actors. I hired, like, yaoi voice actors, which actually was a really interesting time. I learned a lot about the, that sort of line of work, because I haven't really worked with voice actors for any sort of thing before, but it was a cool experience. The folks I worked with were very, like, professional. They did good work. They, like, were really open about, like, their experience. I, like, learned a lot, you know? It was very enlightened. And they said that they liked my writing, and they said I was a good director, so that's cool. It gives me a little bit of confidence. Unearned, perhaps, but I'll take it. But there's like some really gorgeous shots where, like, not even anything NSFW is happening yet, where, like, 2 characters are just, like, talking and, like, this is the best shit ever. I'm so proud of this. But I can't even show it anywhere. What? What do you mean 1 or more? Well, it wasn't me, I'll tell you that. At least I can engage with the gumball machine. Team Alien just won a 100x battle? You monsters. Yeah, first play of the day. What the fuck ever, man. Give me some shit that I don't care about. Oh, a drink ticket. Gulp, gulp. Whatever, man. Get in the damn elevator. We're hitting the battlefield. We'd probably all have done it. Not saying, no, you've earned that confidence and ego boost. Take it to the bank, Griffin. Yeah, it has been like a nice change of pace though. Usually I'm just doing like normal just 2D, non-animated illustrations, which is like fine, but I think that's like a thing that more people can do, whereas animation is a little more specialized, and I think it's been working. I've been taking things to the bank in more than one way. Last couple of months have been good. Yeah, I actually don't know where the hell from, but I actually was like reading. I did get like a new patron today, so that was cool. It's you and me, Jerry. Let's do this. So yeah, not something that anybody here is gonna see anytime soon, but I don't know, I'm talking about my life. I have sunk so many hours into this, it's ridiculous. And I think just recently I got over the 50% mark, so I'm definitely looking forward to biting out that other half. It took me, what, like 5 months to get this far? So, we'll see. But maybe more than 5 months it'll be, because, man, it's April now. June is around the corner. I have barely gotten started on Keat Week stuff, and man, that's no good. I should be doing that. Like, I have some stuff roughed out, but I remember last year I started prepping for that shit in February. And if you haven't noticed, it's not that month anymore, and I have significantly less of a head start than I would like to have, and I fully expect that I'm going to be taking off pretty much the entirety of March for the sake of playing Zelda instead of working, which I say is about as hard-earned as can be. And then I'll have to drop whatever Meow Meows I find in that game, because you're still keeping that shit close to the chest. I'll have to drop Limpy with his hair down. It's too much, man. It's too much for one person. But I do it. I make it happen. You mean May? Zelda drops some. What did I say? Did I say March? Maybe I'm thinking about the fucking first game, Breath of the Wild. Yeah, in May. May 12th. I have not forgotten. I missed the regular streams, but good that you're doing well. I don't know if I'd say that. I mean, I sure am working on stuff, and I have stuff to talk about, but I mean, the absence of streams has not been, like, for no reason. I've talked at length about the Corleone crisis, and the circumstances for that haven't gone away, but I have been in this situation where every single night, you know, it's the time of the day when I stream, and I want to stream, and I look at the circumstances around me, and I'm like, can I stream? And it's like, well, no. I'm like, well, shit. Like, shit that's out of my control, but I still feel bad about it anyways. But eventually I realized that I've just gotta find a way to make a change. Gotta find a way to make something work. Oh, okay, so Little Judd is zipping back and forth between left and right. I understand now. He is the three cats. I get it. I'm a Nessie fiend! So is that still, like, an inter-team battle? I didn't see any team labels on that leaderboard. That's what I was, like, waiting to see. But it looks like the right colors that, like, are supposed to be used, so it's hard to say. I said March. Oops. But, yeah, I mean, during the day, I started working like a regular job. Because I used to, I've had a couple of stories about this, about just like occasional on and off babysitting that I've done. And everyone says like, oh, you're so good with kids. I'm like, I don't know, I'm like normal about it. But that has thankfully led to like some much steadier work. So I've been trying to save up to just you know, so that there's not things constantly happening around me. It's just like a crazy mess that I have to like maneuver my way around, right? Because I hesitate to use the phrase planning for things, because that implies that anybody else is planning shit. Man, my home life is like a mess and shit just happens and I gotta deal with it. It's not for me. I don't care for it, I gotta say. So I'm defending the Ultra Signal? I guess if it's taken, I get penalized. Still not quite clear on its full purpose, like what the benefit of keeping it is, but I got an open squid line. Yeah, dude. Inject that liquid sunshine straight into my veins. Oh, you're purple. I forgot the word for purple. Yeah, this is the best one. Nobody beats the Squid Sisters. I've been saying this for centuries. Okay, nice. We'll put one of these down too. Oh, everyone's got the same strategy of these shields. It's not bad, I guess. Works for us, it works for them. Like, I guess this is just how it works. You just gotta hang out near the center. Which, is this a necessary mechanic to introduce? It seems to me that the center of the stage already is so ridiculously high pressure. You know, is it necessary to add even more pressure into it? See, where I thrive in Splatoon is like wandering away from like the central choke point. You're just like, you know, all of this is uninked. That's what I like to do. I like to stay out of everyone else's way and just like paint the ground. It's like the one thing I'm good at. Bro. My little squid bubble thingy. If I come out of this alive, there's no way in. And I did! Eat shit, Takoyaki. Oh, bye, Squid Sisters. Yeah, at first I felt a little awful about, like, how old it makes me feel that we're now far enough along into the existence of Splatoon as, like, a series that I can start to feel nostalgic for one on the Wii U. But, you know, I'll just let myself feel good about it for once. I'll listen to the Squid Sisters and I'll say, yeah, and that's all it'll have to be. Of time. So true. How can it be centuries if you don't know how old you are? I may be 24, and I'm not ready to be 25, but I kind of... The only reason I'm as powerful as I am is I kind of embody like a lineage. They still haven't fixed the fucking broken tape! This game's been out for half a year. They haven't fixed the goddamn tape, dude. I'm just kind of the same freak reincarnated again and again. It's as simple as that. I'm the #1 consumer! It's what I've always wanted. Don't worry with denial, we can be immortal. Speak for yourself. Every day, Every day I open up Tinder and I see like the fucking the error screen when there's like literally nobody near you. Like you can't find anybody in like 150 kilometers. And I think to myself, this is not how I want to spend my 20s. What the hell's going on here, man? I gotta get out of here already. Enough is enough. And I think I'm on a good path to that, finally. So man, now that it's like finally happening, I just want it to happen faster, you know? Like, I put in the work to put myself on this path, and that should be enough. Now I should be able to reap the rewards, but no, I just have to keep going down that path. It's like, oh man, I want to get out of here now. Though I guess the one thing about the shop adding like 1 million items is that there might be another dually or two in the mix. It could be that there's like a different special. Because I mean, I get what this is for. But it seems that whenever I use it, it's like really very effective, you know? It seems that when I throw it an enemy's way, they seem to find their way around it, or even through it, like fairly easily. Like it doesn't hinder them in a way you would want a secondary special to do. The inverse of reaping, sowing. This is what I'm good for. Hey! What is this? Sowing. Well, this fucking sucks. Reaping. Fuck yeah! Yes! See ya, Junior John. Nice. Okay, I'm getting good at this. It's coming back to me now. Where did the green guy go? The green guy looks like they got away. But where to? They have to have fled somewhere, and I'm not giving up the hunt. You got good percentages, though. That's not bad. No. Why I just like to paint? You hate painters? You hate artists? Man, I'll tell you what. We can talk about that if you guys want. It is hilarious. I remember talking about... We kind of had a conversation about AI art during Mario Kart. During the Wave 3 DLC. And I said, I'm not worried about it. Because of these, like, specific things. Like, oh yeah, well nobody's gonna train AI art to do, like, gay shit, because gay shit doesn't, like, it's not, like, mainstream. It's a little more, relatively, now, but compared to, like, other stuff you want to train an AI to do, like, not really. It is so funny. It did not take very long at all after that stream for me to immediately be proven wrong. I found a subreddit where, what is it? It's a subreddit for, like, an offline AI model that you can just, like, download onto your computer. Which means that even if this is somehow deemed, like, unethical by some kind of, like, regulations, the cat's already out of the bag because there's, like, 1 million copies, like, floating around on people's computers. But the point being, you can make it make yaoi, and a whole lot more. And it's trained on data from like one of the like biggest like art image board repositories of this sort of stuff that you can find. And what's fucked up is that I know that my art is on there, so I think my art is like actually in that training model now, which is really fucked up to think about. There's an update on that situation. I would like to emphatically say I was wrong. It's crazy how fast this stuff has been moving, just like over the last couple of months. It's freaky. Like the rate at which it's getting better, right? Something about this feels like more like bloomy to me. Like this huge blue lens flare when it like raises up and pops. I hope no they don't make AI streamers. Which I remember that's actually very easy to yes, Team Nessie just won 3-3-3. Oh geez, I don't know, whatever. Nah. I'll get back in there. It was during the 3D World streams with that I did with Tyler, where they just had like a a soundboard that made YouTube poop sound effects. I'm like, man, this thing could do like 90% of my job. I think the rate isn't actually that fast. It's just now people are seeing the consumer product of what's been like decades of development. That makes sense. I remember hearing that like there was a lot of stuff that like Google was working on. It's weird. I remember there was like a Tom Scott video where he got to have like an early look at these models, and I don't know which one it was. It might be one of the big names floating around now in this space, but he was like, yeah, here's this technology that can like write shit for you, but the people who made it like don't want to release it because they understand like the ethical consequences of it, and it's like morally wrong to release it to the public. So I don't know what happened since then. I guess someone else developing that technology did not have the same idea, and now we're just like in a whole different world, it feels like. As soon as one person decides to release it now, everyone's got to compete, right? I did also read recently, though, that there was, this way? Okay, I'll go your way. There was finally a ruling recently. You know, this AI stuff is starting to make its way through the courts. Someone tried to like make like an AI-generated comic, and it was found, or decided rather, that because like the person who just like put the prompts in like the generator isn't actually like making anything, they don't own the copyright on what it is that the AI makes, which is it is a positive step, but there's gonna be like a whole lot more questions like that that'll have to continue to be answered, for like a fair world to continue to exist for artists. Shit, I'll tell you what I watched. I finally got around to seeing that that Puss in Boots movie, and I remember that that's actually sort of the stuff that I was going to go to like art school for like 3D animation, for like doing that sort of thing. And at the time I was like, man, I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna be stuck working on like the worst shit that I don't care about at all. Animators have like no say in what gets made, you know, whatever. And now people in this field are finally breaking through, doing the coolest shit ever. And I don't know, I think the path that I've chosen, where it's like, oh yeah, I'll still like do something with art, I just like won't go to school for it because I can't afford it. I think a world in which that could have worked out is kind of starting to evaporate, so I don't know what my, like... I have a job, but it'd be nice to have, like, a career doing this sort of thing, but I feel like if you don't have that kind of, like, high-level experience, then you're really going to get, like mid-level artists are gonna be, like, phased out the fastest, it feels like. And it's like, oh, uh-oh. Maybe you shouldn't have staked everything on this one thing. The world changes fast, Jerry. Oh! The world explodes, Jerry! Yeah, for US copyright, using AI counts as art direction, which is almost best case scenario IMO. Though, I expect that this will only last until a large corporation like Disney decides to rewrite copyright again. I mean, we're close to the threshold for that happening, right? Because Disney has nearly ran out of the copyright on Mickey Mouse several times over, and they've kept, like, lobbying copyright law so that they can move the goalposts further and further away so that the day when the copyright on Mickey runs out, that day never comes, right? It's been a while since they've last attempted something like that, and now where we are now, with Mickey in particular, with this same thing that they keep trying to run away from, it's like another year or two, right? And then Mickey's ours? So we'll see if they pursue it, but I feel like I would have heard about it by now, if they wanted to get some leverage started on that sort of thing. Also related to the development thing, a lot of the AI tech actually dates back to like the 70s. Really? That's pretty cool. That's pretty fascinating. Deep learning and the like, the main difference between then and now is computer power, data available, and decades of research. Yeah, that's like the other thing too, is specifically with like the training data that they're getting. Man, I forget the word. There's supposed to be like this public repository of like everything on the internet. I know it's not Lambda. That's the Google thing. But it's something with an L. It's like llama or some shit. I don't know. But I thought those guys were like supposed to be like a non-profit, and all these companies that are like selling this shit are definitely getting their data from like, they're all using the same guys to get the data from. What's going on with that? How's that happening? Like, none of this would work if there wasn't so much readily available art to be used as material. Yeah, it's freaky. I don't know what the future's gonna look like in this regard. Shit's gonna change drastically, and it's gonna change fast. So, you know, a couple months ago I used to be hopeful about this. Nah, this shit sucks. Turn that machine off! Almost every company does that stuff. Just outsource whatever you can because it's cheaper, unless there's reasons to do it in-house. That's the American economy since the 80s. Man, I could swear there was a, like another fucked up Reagan fact that I learned just the other day. I wouldn't be able to tell you which one, though, because there's so many of those to go around. What is this now? Firing your lasers? Yeah, next time I get a disconnect, I'll go to Sheldon's and see what other dually loadouts there are to choose from. What else has been going? I guess I've been tepidly working on LBA. Not much to say in that department. I made like another new mechanic that I'm pretty proud of, but I haven't like been able to use it anymore. It's one of those kind of like late game testing and developments where it's like, oh, this is the coolest thing, but I already made like so much of the game that like to put it in retroactively would require such drastic redesigns. It's like, I'll just like save it for this late game stuff where nothing for it has been designed yet, and I can like just do that from scratch. Which, you know, doesn't have to be a bad thing. It's cool to save some later surprises for later in the game instead of just like everything at once. What? Oh no! That shit's gone, dude. It's not coming back. Oh my god, I didn't address that. Like, we were just having like several other conversations. Yeah, Neon Blue brought up E3 is canceled. And you don't need to spend much time with me to know my thoughts about that. Not only as a streamer, as an E3 lover, but most importantly of all, a lover of the E3 toads. The fucking Hyper CP meme. Yeah, I still, even during the Direct era, I still really missed the occasional stage presence Nintendo had. I thought that 2017 January Switch presentation was like a real treat that they finally like did something live again. Not only for how awkward it was, but man, something about like the excitement of it just feels so different. And what sucks that you can figure out right now is E3 has already been kind of shaky these last couple of years. You know, they haven't had like an E3 every year for a little while. And ever since that's started to be the case, there have been summers where Nintendo just like doesn't even do a summer direct. They just don't show like anything at all because there's no incentive to be there in the summer if nobody else is. And I like the idea of just like 1 week and it's like everybody, right? Because I think that helps kind of lift everybody up. Because not everybody is going to have like the catalog of the big publishers to make a full show out of. But if everybody can bring like 1 or 2 things and that fills the week, then that's all they need to bring. They don't have to like stand up on their own for like a 30-40 minute show, right? And man, it sucks too. This is maybe a little embarrassing to admit, but maybe it's normal. Is ever since I was a kid, I really wanted to like go to E3, because it's been open to the public for like the last couple of years, for quite a while. And you know, some say that this ruined E3 because it's meant to be more of like a industry schmoozing event where people are just kind of talking to other people from the industry amongst themselves. But yeah, those last couple of E3s before COVID where Nintendo like was having a stage floor presence. You know, 1 year they'll make the whole show floor like look like Breath of the Wild. They'll make the whole show floor like Mario Odyssey. It's like, oh, this looks like so much fun to be there. You can go see Mario drown in more detail than you ever would see him in the actual game, for whatever reason, in New York City. And you know what? So yeah, that was 2016, that was 2017. You guys remember what 2014 was? They had a huge Splatoon area, and dare I say, the experience of having a physical show floor presence to introduce the world to Splatoon for the first time kind of like made that game, right? Because, you know, I didn't go to E3, but I sure did watch other people who went to E3, and the thing that everybody said, even like retroactively, I know Chugga Conroy still says this to this day, that they had a station with like 8 Wii U's where you could like locally play Splatoon with other people at the show floor, and that's like still like the best impression that anybody who has touched that demo has ever had with Splatoon. They all go on the record to say this. And it's interesting to think about where Splatoon would be without those positive early impressions, where people were just so immediately sold on it. I wonder like if it wouldn't have gotten across as well if you just didn't get to see people play it. Because even like, you know, where's the treehouse gonna go? The treehouse was awesome, dude. And people will say, oh, Griffin, the treehouse isn't gone. Don't worry about it, right? They do treehouses after the directs sometimes. I'm like, yeah, they'll announce a Smash character, and then I'll watch some fucking bozos play Smash Brothers matches for like an extra hour, I'm not learning anything about the game, and it's only the one game that's being featured. It is my favorite thing during that time of year for it to be 3 straight days of that shit, and you just put it on, and you don't know what you're gonna see next, right? Like, that's part of the fun of discovery. It's like, oh yeah, it's this one thing, it's whatever. I mean, I guess they tried to do a treehouse where it was like, what was it? It was Bakugan and it was Paper Mario the Origami King. Like, that didn't work out. Like, making treehouse smaller, it seems like they've already given it a fair shot, and it seems that it just doesn't work in this smaller form. Like, it needs to be this big thing. And I'm mad about that. I'm mad about losing it. It blows. Man, I don't know where everybody is, but I'll cover this while I can. We're doing. What is that thing? I guess that's new. That's supposed to be like a firefighter thing, right? The tassels. We got a good lead. We can hold it for 40 seconds. Oh, not unless I have low ink though. So if I'm orange and not green, this yet again means I'm fighting other Nessie heads though, right? So does it matter who wins? We all win, don't we? I think actual best case scenario for art-related AI is at least that the dataset transparency is a requirement since that's the core ethical concern. Text AI is going to be a real nightmare though. It's currently still pretty dumb. Yeah, I don't know. I keep hearing that there's supposedly tools that can like sniff this out. Like AI detectors, you know? But that feels like it's constantly going to be an arms race where they're designing it to trick the detector, and then the detector is designing it to trick the AI. Just kind of sounds like nobody's ever going to win out of that situation. And, man, sometimes I know... Sometimes I look at my own writing and I'm like, man, I need to, like... work on it. I don't know if there's a better word for that besides just work on it. I need to grow that shit. Because, I don't know. I write stuff and it's like... It's perfunctory. There's nothing wrong with it, but... I feel like an AI text generator could definitely, like, do anything that I do. They say right now that it's like at the level of, like, you know, it's like a medium proficiency, like high school paper. It's like, yeah, it's probably about what I do. They're gonna make an AI that can write backlogged reviews. Uh-oh. Gotta head to bed though, good luck with stream. Yeah, no problem, Femi. Frankly, I was planning on doing the same. I wasn't planning on playing Splatoon tonight, but I'm already set down here. I'm already streaming. Already got everything set up, and I was in a good mood after Sonic, so figure why not. Amidst the Corleone crisis, I am, like, you know, making more opportunities to stream, but it's, you know, it's not perfect. I don't think I'll be back up to, like, full speed, but, you know, hopefully I'm not going to be gone for another 3 months. That felt awful. I hope that never happens again. And yet, though, miraculously, it kind of feels like I didn't really miss out on any major releases that I had my eye on. Don't get me wrong, there's like a backlog that I wanted to get out of the way long before the hiatus started, which is kind of like, you know, it's grown a little bit. I still want to do Endling. Blanc came out, I still want to do that. I mean, those are like examples of short games. Metroid Prime 2, that's gotta fucking end. I do not want that to... That's gonna wind up going on longer than, like, Xenoblade Chronicles. And that's just because of the hiatus. But yeah, there wasn't any new stuff where it's like, oh, I gotta, like, avoid spoilers because I gotta, like, stream this day one. Like, that kind of release, it just, like, didn't happen. So I guess if there's any time for a crisis to occur, you know, why the hell not when it did? Could be worse. Could have happened, you know, it could be that it was you know, that I streamed these last 3 months and the Corleone Crisis delayed that 3 months and I missed out on my Zelda time, but I consider this is like fast forwarding to Zelda. Nothing missed. I am Worm. Man, I don't know. It feels like a while since I've really, like, had a good Splatoon streak tonight. When I was trying to do Ultra Signal shit, that's when things are going well for me. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just kill. I will kill is what I'll do. And no one will ever know. Yeah, about that. No, I think I would be more useful just clearing out the vastness of this. Just trying to get some last-minute gains for Orange here while I still can. Right, because if everybody's focused on the center, then nobody's focused on the outside. And that's where I sneak in. That's where I come in. We'll see though, because this doesn't seem quite like a landslide, but hey, it'll do! It'll do, apparently. At least I was the #1 super jump spot, right? Let's see though. You know, I was banking on disconnects to happen a little more frequently, but it is beginning to dawn on me that, ooh, I'm a Nessie defender. Yeah, that's a good point to stop. Not necessarily Splatoon for the night, but I think if I am to shop for dualies and then use them for any meaningful amount of time for the rest of the night, then I should probably do that like right now, like right now. And we could look at more feed picks. Or I could go on recon in some new locations. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Because man, who knows when else I'm going to be playing Splatoon 3? I don't know. Yeah, I kind of just love to run from Sheldon. Like, even if he has useful things to offer me, I just don't like being around him. Okay, so let's take it from the top. Not dualies. Well, no. Not dualies. Oh no. Wait, so even the new stuff still requires level progress? So the Dark Tetra dualies, I gotta get to level 17 to earn those. And then after that? Dualies after that? The Gluga dualies? Ugh, Splash Wall though? Booyah Bomb is good, but I do not care for the Splash Wall. I think it's a little more effective than the Shockwave thing can be at times. Torpedo and Reef Slider sound like fun. It's an interesting combination. This is also... Okay, so level 30 is all you need. But, man, I'm not even halfway to that. Oh, I guess I'm a little over halfway to that, but still a long way to go. There's a lot of dreams and aspirations to continue climbing towards. So, I guess the conclusion is no dualies for me. Wait, I think I will go to, wait, this is good. I do love being bamboozled. I just said that earlier tonight. Maybe I'll just go to Recon Land. Right, because the only tricolor map is Macomart. It's not going to change, I think, for the rest of the Splatfest. Can I... Yeah, okay. Turf War. Here we go. Here's how you do it. I haven't done this before. Yeah, so this is all the stuff from the start of the game. And then this whole page is the first wave. Okay, so these are all new stuff. Brinewater Springs. I'll have a peek around this. I hope it's going to be nighttime. It'd be cool to see it in that setting. Ooh. Oh, the stones? Oh, but they're not normal mapped. Cringe! I thought it looked nice for a brief moment. Oh, look at the wetness. Look at the rocks. Man, I say a lot about Splatoon 3. At least the water looks good, you know? And maybe that's all that... Wow, yeah. Maybe that's all that matters. Yeah, this is probably just gonna be me, like, appreciating textures for 20 minutes. Like, look at the plastic, dude. I don't know why it's not nighttime, but it's very peaceful. This isn't normal mapped either. What's happening? Well, oh, you can kind of see the lines in the tile here. That's something. But not here? Oh, maybe just barely. I feel like I'm seeing like a glimmer of something, but it's really hard to say. This is also cool, though. Am I misremembering? Okay, so I can see normal maps here. Kind of like the diamond plate pattern. But it's very, very subtle. I want to say this guy's got to go. In earlier Splatoon games, it was like far less subtle than this. Like, this is the stuff that I like to see, but I guess this is more like actual geometric detail rather than like normal mapping, but I think it's a cool way to add some extra flavor to the ink. It's a shame that it's so subtle that you like barely notice it unless you're like squinting at it, because in the heat of battle, that's never going to happen. Wow! Get a load of that sunset. No, this place is beautiful. I don't really know like where I am within the layout, but it's cool. This is a cool location. Different signs. Yeah, good palette, good textures. I like this. The jellies are hanging out in the spring. Oh my god! Look at this! Fucking look at this! There's a camera button? What does this do? Zoom? What is happening? What's hilarious to me is this being positioned right next to the I Kiss Men sign. I don't know, something kind of poetic about it. I'll take a picture. Yeah. It's a good shot. I like that. It's on the photo shoot. That's a cool little thing you can do. You can take pictures in the stage. Tree jiggle physics. Why not? So is this supposed to be the center of the stage then? It looks like. Big ass block in the middle. Yeah, dude, these jellies are just chilling. See, this guy on this side is normal. They're not, like, drowning. When did this one come out? This one would have been a cool one to get my hands on. I guess, hold on. Here's what I'll do. I will go back. How? I think it's the plus button. There we go, we'll leave Recon. I think, so if there's been 2 new seasons so far, I think each season has like a new area and an old area. Okay, so these were wave 1. Man, Flounder Heights I'm a little more familiar with. And this was my biggest ask for like shit that needs to come back for Splatoon 3. I have heard nothing but horrible things about what they did to Flounder Heights. Oh. Oh yeah, dude. This textured concrete. Now that's a normal map. Now we're talking. Now we're getting somewhere. And yeah, immediately looking around, what I kept hearing about this place is that it's like smaller, and yeah, that seems readily apparent to me. I want to say that like this used to be wider, cause yeah, there's like this big landmark of the two arched buildings facing each other, but there was like more to do on like the sides of them. But now it feels like you're kind of funneled towards this is like the only thing to do at this point, but yeah. Hold on. Yeah, dude. Oh, look at their like angular eyes. They're like Banjo-Kazooie characters. I don't know what this is floating through the air. Pollen, I suppose, but it's pretty. The playground equipment. Oh, the jellies love to be here. Wow. Oh, it is. Oh, yeah. I was gonna say it's fascinating looking at distant models. Wow, that is really aggressive. Yeah, and then they go back to being smooth when they get closer. They looked so normal at first, and then they just like their movement fell off of a cliff. Cute though. Good footstep noises, I guess that's all I have to say. I mean, there's only so much that walking around can really give one a feel for compared to like an actual match. I keep pressing minus to end to like leave recon instead of plus. But the impression I get on that one is that people were right about it. Man, I don't know. This is I think the first stream that I've done since the Nintendo eShop on 3DS and Wii U are like fully shut down now, right? Oh, I didn't want to go to Scorch Gorge. Nobody asked for Scorch Gorge. But with that out of the way, what else is left to take? They took Nintendo TV. They took Miiverse. They took the eShop. All that's left is the free online play that Nintendo 3DS and Wii U users continue to enjoy. Maybe if I love Splatoon 1 so much, why don't I go marry it? Well, maybe I should. I remember when I was doing the single player. Ooh! Oh, this is a cool location. I love the squid shapes. Wait a second. A dry, desolate area that's actually cool? They finally figured it out. They made an arid area not suck. Ooh, the round shapes? Wait, I'm into this. I want to see if I can see like the carvings through the ink. Oh, look, you can. Oh, that's really cool. Man, normal maps are awesome. They just are. Oh, there's like some ink lines here. We'll have a look at this. Oh, these like elevated areas. I really like the layout of this zone. A little dimple. You're like digging up a fossil. This is so cool. This is a cool idea. It's like an archaeologist site, yeah. Okay, well this is the best one. Not only of like the new stuff, but like kind of the old stuff too. This is a clear, immediate favorite. And I haven't even like seen all there is to the layout, or actually maybe I have. What are these? Sacks of garbage? What is this glistening in the light? Ooh, there's like a tarp here, so you can't climb this side. Oh, or this side either. So you need to use the ramp. Clever. Yeah, what are you? You're like garbage or something? Accordions? Maybe they're like sandbags. That would make sense. More tarps. You can stand here, but not ink here. What? Why is this area so much like more well considered than like the other 20? I almost said tracks. The other 20 areas, the other 20 maps in this game. I love this place. Nobody said shit about this place. Umami Ruins, I believe it was called. Nobody says shit about Umami Ruins, but maybe they should. I'd be very curious to know what like the community opinion on this is, because these are very positive impressions. And apparently, this is the one that I was about to be able to play on until I missed the hour changing, and it slipped through my fingers. That's the one I'm actually excited to play on. And yes, I know that there's Manta Maria. I can't imagine it's possibly that different from anything that I haven't seen before. Because it makes sense for the maps from Splatoon 1 to have like the most changes, because there's the most time between like the design philosophy changing over the years. But I don't know. I imagine from going from 2 to 3 they wouldn't need to change as drastically, so I don't really have a need to see that out. I can see it in my head, and I'm satisfied by my imagination. I'm sated. Wow. That's a cool play. Maybe there really is hope for Splatoon 3 after all. Which, kind of seems to be my consensus every time. It's like, man, I hate Splatoon 3. And then I play it. I'm like, well, maybe it's not so bad. And then I don't play it for another 3 months. Minimum. And that's not just because of the hiatus. If I was, like, still streaming, I don't think I would be playing Splatoon 3 anyways for, like, any other reason. But the Splatfests help. Giving me a subject to be passionate about, such as the Nessies, comes in very handy. Did I not? No, I'm already matching. We're good, we're good. Yeah, I think I'll do, like, somewhere between, like, 1 and 3 matches. We'll call it for the night. It is... Going into this, I was excited by the idea of tricolor Splatfests. And I do think that they're fun to play. It stops me from thinking, for just a little bit, about how tired I am of Splatoon 3. But, man, I do wish it wasn't a single map that you can choose for 12 hours. I don't know. Okay, so this is a proper, like, team, though. This is, like, the real deal. I've got to fight for Nessie. I've got to fight for the Squid Sisters. See, that would have been cool if we got the opportunity. I should have started downloading it when I started streaming the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog, but I guess it just didn't occur to me. I thought it was such an unlikelihood that I would actually have the time or the energy to play Splatoon 3. But I guess it's a bit of an anomaly here. There'll always be a next time, though. I did just blow 31 Canadian dollars on, like, an immediate whim for something that, like, well, I have it now, but I'm not gonna, like, touch it for a very long time. And who knows, maybe when, that, like, next single-player campaign drops, that'll just also be the same time we look at all the Squid Sister stuff, and just experience both waves of that DLC at the same time. From what I hear, there's not really, like, any urgency to it. It is just kind of like the Inkopolis hub, and that's it. But I think this is supposed to be the first Splatfest since this stuff got added, so it would have been cool to see my buds. But once they make the Ukes versus Semes Splatfest, and then no third option, that's when I'll come back. If they give me a good enough, like, Splatfest hook, then they'll reel me in. Simple as that. Hey, these giant pop-ups have got a point, though. We are kind of sucking shit right now. Like, this is not green at all. And it will continue not to be. We can barely control our own side. Are you kidding me, man? Come on, Pixie Dust. We can do this. We can pull this together. So yeah, you do that all by yourself, and I'll go over here where nobody will bother me. Smile. Winning strategy, winning combination. Wait, oh, so this is an interesting facet of Tricolor that I hadn't even considered. Oh god. You can pit the other two teams against each other. You can, like, play mind games. And while they're fighting over the scraps, you can just sweep in and do as you please. It's brilliant. Oh, this changes the game. I didn't know Splatoon 3 was about to get, like, psychological with this shit. What a shame. What a shame that the most excited I've been about Splatoon 3, possibly ever, compared to how dour I behave about it so typically, is a one-time event within a one-time event that will not reappear for like another like month or two. That's cool. A Nessie ruler? You can be a ruler? I've never been a ruler. But I guess that's the sort of title that comes with the sort of dedication that is, you know, takes the form of more than a 2-hour play session, to say the least. It's crazy how that like fills in. Does it go away again, or does it stick? Yeah, look at that. It's cool. Sloshing? Okay. I'll slosh with you, sweetie pie. Send me to war, Jerry. Send me to the front lines, Jerry. Oh, you never die. Okay. Sure, yeah, sure. I guess it probably is a good idea to reacquaint myself with moving targets. I was on the losing end of a lot of those encounters with the enemy team. Like, I was good at that. I don't have the shitty frame rate to blame anymore. I still got the delay, but makes a big difference. I feel like there should be some sort of improvement. What's that crazy salmon? Is that like a salmon, like a salmon run thing above their head? We're dealing with a real pro here right now. Oh, please make it. That was way too scary. But it worked. And I'll never be able to unlearn that. And I can try it forever. Not a good time to celebrate over my newfound hand-eye coordination just yet. Because that guy was not moving, and I just kind of got behind him, and that was it. The sort of situations where I lose in are not described with any of the same words. There is lots of moving, there is lots of me not hitting me. But hey, someone died here, so I guess that's true. Nice! Yippee! In the wall? Oh, in the wall! Get out of here! Shoo! Skedaddle! Pikmin 333? Finally, the sequel to Pikmin 3 we've all deserved! I guess I can whip this out if I want, but... There's someone here. Yeah. This guy. Excellently camouflaged though. They were hiding in like a single droplet of the green. That's all it takes. Jeez. I got out of that with like a mist of ink left in my tank. There was like nothing left there. Hey, this feels like a pretty good match though. It's not perfect, but it's serviceable. Oh! Oh my words! How they brought me low. Oh, that's unfortunate. Taylor, how could you do this? Growing salmon life? Squid pregnancy? Salmon pregnancy? Damn. But I guess that was another Nessie on Nessie, wasn't it? I think Bigfoot colors? I gotta win one for the old lizard. That's my objective, is that I want to get into like a real one. And I want to defend Nessie, you know? Is that too much to ask for? I think whatever like the next non-inter-Nessie battle we get is gonna be like the last one. That's where we'll leave things off. Because no folks are going to bed. I'd like to go to bed. And it is approaching that time as far as the usual like length of a block that I prefer to do. So lots of things coalescing at the moment. But man, it is, speaking of feeling nostalgic for Splatoon 1, what's bizarre to me is that, like, man, I just don't stream anymore. It's just, like, the experience of, like, sitting here, like, being able to just stay up doing something like this for once in a very long time is like man, it's warm. It's quiet, but it's nice, you know? I missed this. Here we go. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Let me destroy some feet. No, it's all Nessies again. Bro, there's a dude here just named Yippee straight up. I guess at the very least, the fact that there have been so many of these tonight, maybe there's hope for this team. If there's enough of us to fight in my stead, like I don't have to hold up the world all by myself. If anything, I'm bringing down the world. I'm like losing more than I'm winning on behalf of my team. Oh, jeez. No. I came here to see what the Tricolor Splatfests were all about. And I get it now. They're neat. I do have to wonder if the reason for them existing at all, though, is that like, oh, it's Splatoon 3, so we'll do 3 teams, and they worked backwards from that. Or if it just happened to align. But sometimes it feels like there's like a lot of strange things like that. It was cute in Octo Expansion, and now it feels like kind of obligatory here. So who knows? Oh, ground! My favorite thing in the world? Inkable, walkable, God knows what else. See you, Melonhead. Okay, it looked like someone was coming after me for a bit there. It looks like someone else fought them off. One of my teammates. Dude. Plus 50% coverage. That's beautiful. I don't think it shows you the percentage in the middle of the match during a two-team Splatfest, does it not? Is the percentages only for Tricolor, or have I just never bothered to look up? Because I always regarded percentages as something that's like reserved for the results screen, you know? Oh wait, I can leave it. Look at that. Oh, you're gonna do it. It's over. Dude, if we crack 70, I'm gonna scream. And in a match that doesn't matter. See, but now you gotta fight these guys like out of their own turf. I'm always in the back foot when that happens. I can never like get myself out of those situations very elegantly. Oh god. Yeah. Well, it was good while it lasted. 60% is still very excellent. I'll take that any day of the week. I still don't know what the hell that thing does. But I think we have it. Yeah, see a little Judd. I thought, so if we're orange, does that mean we're disadvantaged? Because it's still 8 players, so it's 2v2 v4, but the 4-person team is the one that's on the back foot? I think that's how it works. Because it's a 4-person team, but they're in the middle of the area, so they get pressured from both sides, and the center is like where the most conflict is. So I guess it works out. I mean, maybe I just haven't been looking hard enough, but I haven't felt like it's been like extraordinary unbalanced, this Tricolor stuff. But I am trying to understand it from like a, what's the word, like from an intellectual standpoint. Because you'd think that the team with more guys wins, but I guess where they're positioned is supposed to disadvantage them. But also, no, it didn't, because we just did a 60% sweep. But I guess also, if that's what the weird thing in the middle that you're like supposed to be defending and collecting or whatever is, that's also like some sort of equalizer. Like in motion, it feels like it works, it feels balanced, but then I think about it, I'm like, well, how could it possibly be? No, it isn't. But, I guess if it feels that way, then it just is, right? See, now these are some normal maps, right? This is what I'm talking about. Leaving some trails in the slime. My Nessie slime. This shit is looking like some crazy, like, food coloring spaghetti. More Nessies. Man, this might have to be the last one for the last one's sake. I mean, apparently I'm getting, like, gear upgrades out of this, and, like, stuff is leveling up, but... if it's just Nessie on Nessie all the time, then I don't, like, need to be here. If I want to go to bed, I can go to bed. It feels good to be getting good at this, though. Because let's see, what are some other, like, 60 FPS Switch games that I streamed a lot of, but historically have suffered a lot from the lack of access to the full frame rate? Smash feels like it was definitely one of those. I still remember the Sephiroth challenge so vividly, and how much trouble I was having because of just how bad the performance was with that computer and that capture card. They did not get along. Mario Kart was famous, but I feel like I handled my own pretty well, all things considered. It's certainly not as fast-paced as Smash, but... It really is an overnight difference. I guess Metroid Prime, I mostly play that in handheld mode though. I did like a little bit of dock, but yeah, if I decided to stream that over this like setup, that would make a big difference too. And actually, yeah, you know, it doesn't have to be just Switch 60 FPS stuff. I'm pretty sure Metroid Prime 2 rather, is also a 60 FPS game. So even that, I'll have the benefit of doing it, right? Even if for you guys it's still like downsampled to 30. And it's just so much more pleasant for me. It's so much more readable. And also, you know, folks will accept 30 FPS all the time. It's not fair to ask 20 FPS from me or from anybody, right? I couldn't be happier that era is over. We're past the 5-year anniversary. There were 5 years of 20 FPS streams. And we all just fucking dealt with it like a bunch of psychos. You'll just put up with it? Why? I don't know. Jerry Seinfeld, that is enough. Oh. I was thinking maybe I could claw back this 5% difference between me and Green. If I could stay alive long enough, but oh my god, yeah, look at this. No, they're wiping the floor with us. They're mopping the aisles, dude. Clean up on aisle Green. What am I? Ultra Stamp, I guess? It's very relaxed. Almost curious, I would say. Oh, demolished. No, we went down like 5%, let alone up 5. Oh, I understand it. So it's the two teams working together. So if it's their combined efforts against our combined efforts, that's where the balance clicks. That makes sense. Oh, I didn't mean to click keep going. I guess I'm doing one more match. Maybe it'll be the one I've been waiting for. So as long as you're on, like, the second least popular or the third least popular team, you're working together to take down... That's how it works. It makes sense now. That's been, like, the missing key that lets everything else click about, like, the balance of the tricolor. But I guess, okay, so let's say that a pair of the two lesser popular teams does successfully beat the major team. How does it shake out from there? Is it just based on like which half happened to perform better more often, or? I guess there are still just like 2 team Splatfests going on. So that could also be like the combined results of that. This shit's gotten complicated. There's like so much more math involved than there used to be. They've for years they've tweaked the formula on how Splatfest victories are calculated. Always giving things like different weights and multipliers and influences. Tricolor coexisting with the regular Splatfests, the 2-on-2. Man, that really throws a wrench into things, doesn't it? That's really funny to think about. Alright, purple boys, you gotta go. We gotta get into one more match. Oh! One of our players just connected. I guess it'll never happen. I guess I'll always be a Nessie. Oh, yeah, we won a 100x battle. Yeah, these guys are fine without me. Fry, can you leave though so I can see my... There's a thing in the top left that I'd like to see and I can't see it because of you. Right? I'm supposed to, I think. No? How do I see it? I think it only shows up in the top left if you're like actively waiting for a match, which I do not plan on being anymore. I'm getting out of here. I want to say defender, but I might be like halfway. Yeah, I'm a Nessie defender. Oh, 160 out of 500 though. Yeah, that's not happening. Yeah, I think it was like fan to fiend to defender. I'm happy with that though. I'm happy with 3rd tier. The Yeti is real. Good luck to all the other Nessies out there though. You know, you guys are all so much stronger and braver and love Splatoon 3 so much more than me. I couldn't possibly take that away from you. This is an awesome drawing. Fresh that shit. And, yeah, dude. Maybe this is why I thought that Nessie was purple. That's gonna be it for me for tonight, though. So until next time, thank you for watching Splatoon 3. If you enjoyed the stream tonight, you can follow me here on Twitch or on YouTube at the Full Galaxy, where all the VODs are, plus highlights and more. You can. These guys are going fucking nuts. You can also subscribe to me here on Twitch if you especially enjoyed the stream. You can follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, Pillowfort, and Discord. And I also have a backlogged where I occasionally do non-AI generated reviews. And if you're interested in the links to any of that, you can check it out in the Twitch cards below if you are watching this live, or the YouTube description if you are watching the VOD. Yippee, I love the color green! I just read that as the F slur. Good night! I gotta get some sleep!